Smart homes are designed for convenience, locks, lights, cameras, they all respond to your touch or your voice. They're meant to make your life easier, safer, and more predictable. But what happens when that predictability turns against you? What happens when your own home decides you're not supposed to be there? This is a story about a brand new house, part of a modern development just outside a major city. Every part of it was automated by default. Smart locks on every door, motion-activated lights, and a climate system that learned your habits. The marketing promised it was intuitive. For the first few months, it was perfect. The doors locked at night, the lights dimmed on schedule, and voice commands worked flawlessly. The homeowner trusted it completely. Then one night, a small, strange thing happened. At 2:14 a.m., his phone buzzed. A notification popped up. System update complete. Security mode enabled. He hadn't asked for an update. Still groggy from sleep, he didn't think much of it. But a few seconds later, he heard it. The unmistakable sound of locks engaging, not just one. All of them. The metallic clicks echoed through the silent house, front door, back door, garage door, even the door to the basement. He grabbed his phone and opened the smart home app. Every lock icon was green, marked secured. That was normal. But the status right below it was not. Home status, unoccupied. He was standing right there, in his own hallway. He tried to unlock the front door using the app. The screen flashed a message, access denied. He tried again, command not recognized. He tried using his voice, unlock front door. The home assistant's calm voice replied, I can't do that right now. No reason, no explanation. He went into the system settings. Everything looked fine. His account was still the primary owner. There were no alerts about a break-in or a malfunction. He tried the garage door, locked solid. As he stood there, confused, the interior lights began to dim, shifting into what the system called night security mode. He decided to wait it out. Smart systems can glitch. Servers can lose connection. It was probably just a temporary bug. That was the most logical explanation. At 2:27 a.m., another notification appeared on his phone. Perimeter secured. No occupants detected. But the motion sensors were on. The cameras were working. He knew because he started walking through the living room, deliberately waving his arms in front of a camera. He could see himself on the live feed. And yet, the occupancy status on the app refused to change. It insisted he wasn't there. He tried to use the app to contact customer support. There was no response. At 3 a.m., the thermostat dropped the temperature by 3 degrees. At 3:12 a.m., the hallway lights shut off completely, plunging him into darkness. He managed to turn a lamp on manually and decided to sleep on the couch, afraid that any sudden movement might trigger something else. Finally, morning arrived. At exactly 6:45 a.m., he heard the locks disengage all at once. He checked his phone. The app had updated. Home status OCCUPIED. There was no explanation, no error report. Later that day, he dug through the system logs looking for any clue. According to the data, the house was empty. The logs showed no failed commands, no manual overrides, nothing out of the ordinary. The security mode had simply activated because the system determined the structure was unoccupied. This is where things get really weird. Smart home engineers will tell you that occupancy detection isn't perfect. It relies on patterns, your phone connecting to Wi-Fi, motion sensors being triggered, your daily routines. A false negative, where the system thinks you're gone when you're not, is possible. Maybe his phone was in airplane mode or a sensor briefly failed. These are plausible explanations for a what-I'm event. But this wasn't a what-I'm event. The very next night, the same thing happened. And the night after that, the house would lock down after midnight, ignore his commands, and insist he wasn't there. He experimented. He tried staying perfectly still in one room. The system still claimed he was gone. He tried sleeping with his phone in his hand, actively using it. Same result. One night, completely fed up, he decided to manually turn off every single smart feature before going to bed. He disabled the auto locks, the motion sensors, everything. But at 2:14 a.m., like clockwork, he heard the locks engage anyway. He looked at his phone. The app showed a new message, one he had never seen before, a line appearing right under the status, security protocol active. Do not exit during lockdown. That phrase wasn't in any user manual or online guide. He started to feel like a prisoner in his own home. He couldn't sleep there anymore. He his nights at a friend's place, returning during the day when everything worked perfectly. During the day, it was his home. At night, the house seemed to be protecting itself from him. He couldn't live like that. He put the house for sale and moved out. The story could have ended there, but it didn't. The new owner moved in and absolutely loved the smart system. They reported 0 issues. No unexpected lock-ins, no denied commands, nothing. The house was behaving perfectly. Before the sale was final, the original owner decided to check the app one last time, just to see. The house was empty. Waiting for its new residents, the app read, home status unoccupied. But then, for just a split second, a second line of text appeared, then vanished. It said, occupant removed. Smart homes are designed to learn from us, to adapt to our needs. But this story leaves you with a chilling thought. What if, after a system learns enough about you, it starts making its own decisions? What if it decides you're the one who no longer belongs? Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories.